Have you ever wondered why public restroom doors don't reach the floor? This is a question that has probably crossed your mind at least once. It's a common observation, almost universally recognized by anyone who has ever used a public restroom. These doors, unlike the ones we have at home, are designed to leave a significant gap from the floor. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is this so? Is it a cost-cutting measure, or does it serve a more profound purpose? Today, we're going to lift the lid on this bathroom door mystery. We'll explore the rationale behind this seemingly odd design choice and reveal the factors that influence it. We'll discuss the potential drawbacks of having doors that stretch all the way to the floor. We'll also shed light on the benefits of leaving a space beneath the door. The design of public restrooms is not arbitrary. It's a careful blend of considerations for safety, functionality, and even psychological comfort. And yes, cost does come into play as well. But each of these factors contributes to the overall user experience in a public restroom. You might think that a door reaching all the way to the floor would provide the best privacy, but there are other factors at play here, factors that may not be immediately obvious, but which are crucial in a public setting. For instance, safety is a paramount concern in public restrooms. If someone were to become unwell or require assistance while inside the stall, a full-length door could potentially hinder rescue efforts. Furthermore, a door that doesn't touch the floor can also aid in ventilation, preventing the buildup of unpleasant odors. And let's not forget the visual cue it provides, indicating whether a stall is occupied or not, thus saving us from awkward moments and unnecessary waiting. So let's delve into the reasons why these doors are designed in such a peculiar way. We invite you to join us on this journey of discovery as we unlock the secrets behind the design of public restroom doors. Stay tuned as we flesh out the truth behind this everyday mystery. At first glance, full-length doors might seem like the better option for privacy, but there are some drawbacks. Let's talk about emergencies first. Imagine a situation where someone faints or needs immediate help inside a stall. With a full-length door, it could be a real challenge to intervene, as the door could potentially block access to the person in need. This could delay help and potentially exacerbate the situation. Next, let's consider the issue of ventilation. Full-length doors can significantly hinder proper air circulation. This could lead to the buildup of unpleasant odors, making the restroom experience less than pleasant for everyone. It's not just about comfort either. Poor ventilation can also contribute to the growth of harmful bacteria, making a seemingly private space a potential health hazard. And then there's the issue of maintenance. Full-length doors can be more difficult and time-consuming to clean, especially in high-traffic restrooms. This could lead to less frequent cleaning, again contributing to an unpleasant environment and potential health risks. Moreover, full-length doors can also create a feeling of claustrophobia for some individuals. These doors can make the stall feel smaller and more confined, which could be uncomfortable for those with a fear of enclosed spaces. Lastly, full-length doors can pose a challenge when it comes to identifying whether a stall is occupied or not. Sure, there are usually locks indicating if a stall is in use, but these can sometimes be misleading or malfunction. With a full-length door, there's no quick way to confirm if a stall is vacant without potentially invading someone's privacy. So, while the idea of a full-length door may seem appealing at first for its promise of privacy, when you consider these factors, it's clear that they can create more problems than they solve. While privacy is paramount, these factors make full-length doors a less viable option. Keeping a gap at the bottom of the door, however, has several significant benefits. First up, let's talk safety. If someone gets stuck inside, or if the lock malfunctions, having a gap at the bottom facilitates intervention from the outside. It's an architectural detail that might just save the day in an emergency. Next, cleanliness. The gap at the bottom allows cleaning staff to easily sweep or mop under the stall. It's a small design feature that helps keep public restrooms cleaner, and let's be honest, we could all appreciate a bit more cleanliness in these spaces. Speaking of convenience, the gap provides a visual cue. A quick glance at the stall lets you know if it's occupied or not. This saves you time and prevents the awkward moment of accidentally trying to open an occupied stall. It's a simple solution that respects everyone's privacy while maintaining efficiency. And for those who might feel a bit claustrophobic in tight spaces, the gap can create a more spacious feeling. It's a psychological effect that can make the restroom experience slightly more comfortable for some. Of course, it's also worth noting that doors with gaps require less material and are easier to install. While this might not be the primary reason for the design choice, it certainly doesn't hurt to consider the cost-effectiveness. In conclusion, doors with gaps are not just a random design choice or a cost-cutting measure. They offer tangible benefits in terms of safety, cleanliness, convenience, and comfort. So, the next time you walk into a public restroom and notice the gap at the bottom of the door, remember, it's not about compromising privacy, it's about enhancing practicality. These practical considerations tip the balance in favor of doors with gaps. Of course, we cannot ignore the cost factor. When we delve into the financial aspect of this design choice, it becomes abundantly clear why doors with gaps might be preferred. Doors that stretch all the way to the floor require more material. More material means higher production costs, and these costs can pile up quickly, especially for businesses that operate multiple restrooms. But it's not just about the material costs. Consider the installation process. Full-length doors tend to be heavier, making them more challenging and time-consuming to install. This means more labor costs. Additionally, these doors might need specialized hardware or additional support structures, further adding to the expenses. On the other hand, doors with gaps are lighter, easier, and quicker to install, saving on labor costs. They also require less material, making them a more cost-effective solution for businesses. So as we can see, economics also plays a part in this design decision. While restroom doors not reaching the floor might seem odd at first, it's clear that this design serves several important functions. Let's take a minute to recap what we've discovered about this seemingly unusual design choice. We initially questioned whether or not this was a matter of privacy. On the surface, full-length doors might appear to offer more seclusion. However, as we've explored in this video, there are some notable downsides to this design. In emergency situations, full-length doors can hinder immediate response. If an individual faints or requires immediate assistance, a door that reaches all the way to the floor could be a significant obstacle. Ventilation also becomes a concern with these doors. They can restrict airflow, leading to less than pleasant odors permeating the restroom. On the other hand, the benefits of having a gap under the door are quite compelling. From a safety perspective, it's easier to intervene from the outside if someone is stuck inside or if the lock malfunctions. Cleanliness is another major advantage. The gap allows cleaning staff to easily sweep and mop under the stalls, ensuring a more hygienic environment. Additionally, the gap provides a visual clue as to whether the stall is occupied or not. This saves you time and prevents the awkwardness of unnecessarily pushing or pulling on the door. Psychologically, having that space can also create a more spacious feeling, which can be particularly beneficial for those with claustrophobia. We can't overlook the cost factor either. Doors that reach all the way to the floor require more material and can be more difficult to install. Therefore, leaving a gap might be a more cost-effective solution for businesses. So while it may seem counterintuitive, the design of public restroom doors not reaching the floor is far from a random decision. It's a thoughtful blend of practicality and functionality, shaped by factors such as safety, cleanliness, ventilation, and cost. Privacy, while certainly important, is not the sole influencer in this design decision. In light of these considerations, it's clear that the gap under the door isn't an oversight or a design flaw, but a purposeful feature. It's aimed at providing a better experience for all, balancing the need for privacy with practical considerations of safety, hygiene, and cost-effectiveness. So the next time you step into a public restroom, you'll know that the gap under the door isn't just a design flaw, but a thoughtful feature aimed at providing a better experience for all.